into Alberta because you had an eagle eye perspective. You've been in the game for a long time. Where we're at today, my generation really has to stand up, and we can't afford to make mistakes and take our eyes off the game. What advice do you have for my generation? How do we fix this? Can Alberta be saved? What is the best plan for Alberta?
I think the best plan for Alberta is to become the 51st state. But before I, elaborate on that at all, I think that what needs to happen, we've got a new premier in Alberta, in Danielle Smith, and she maintains that she's a conservative. And I think the best way to find out is to follow what she does with realigning the education system in the province. The left are very patient. They're very patient and they're very clever. And they start out by infiltrating local governments, and then they infiltrate higher levels of government. But the most important thing they do is they infiltrate the education system. At one time, that infiltration was relegated to the universities and higher learning institutions. But over the years, they become more and more blatant, and as the teachers' unions have become more militant and more leftist, they're churning out all of these young Marxist minds. And so now they're actually infiltrating our lower level grades into the elementary and middle schools and indoctrinating these young people. And they come out of those universities and they've been taught for 12 or 14 years that Marxism is the way to go and that capitalism is the enemy and free markets are the enemy. And I think that it's time that somebody take the lead and show some courage and pass some laws that restrict the things that can be taught in our schools. And if they're going to present communism as the utopian way of life, they should be mandated to teach free enterprise and all the good things that the free market system has done for people of North America, and that the greatness of North America came about because of free markets, not because of communism. And they need to devote equal time to show what Marxism has done in countries in South America and in Africa, and the continent of Africa, so that they get a rounded understanding of what the advantage of one system is over the other, instead of just preaching one side of it. And I would hope that she would take a look at that and make some changes. We'll see. Because I think that if we don't start, these young people, as you know, Val, it's the older generation who are concerned about the future. The younger generation are not as involved in politics as the older generation were, and we need to come up with a way to get these young people involved and help them to understand the importance of their future. If they don't, if they fail to get involved, they're going to get the kind of government that they deserve. Simple as that.